Ahoy, shipmates! Oh gosh, it feels like it's been a while, hasn't it? We've had a little gap in ships this week. Been a bit quiet in port, and then last night I was out last night, so I didn't get to do a broadcast. And we had the last broadcast was a lunchtime broadcast with Iona being delayed due to the containers falling off of those ships. Or not those ships, that one shipper, the Clipper, Baltic Clipper, dropped a dozen containers or so full of bananas. And it looks like they washed up on the Chelsea Bill. It's been quite a pleasant day in port. Current temperature is 7 degrees. Visibility is not bad, and the wind has dropped right off. It's very calm. I think we're going to get some very good reflections this evening. You can already see some good reflections here on Boxcam. But we did have an absolutely fantastic sunset earlier. This is from Boxcam. This was from early this afternoon, and it was gorgeous. It really went on for ages. Lots of lovely colours in the sky. It's one advantage of this time of year. Lots of pretty colourful sunsets. So if we have a look at the map, we'll see that the MSC Posia is just up here, the other end of Mayflower Park. I suspect you might reverse down and swing here in the middle swing ground. There is no pontoons left from the boat show now. They have all been cleared up out of the way. So there's plenty of space to manoeuvre there. In case you're wondering, Posia is the Italian for poet.
VTS, the THV Patricia, that's now the hook point out North Channel.
Patricia VTS, or received, copy North Channel outbound, gauge 3.6 and falling, reported inbound traffic, over.
Excellent, many thanks.
The MSC Posia is on a sort of rotating carousel. She is calling it various spots all over the place. She's on a loop. She parts from here, from Southampton, then heads up to Hamburg, so she'll be on the Hamburg Hafen Live at some point. Speed this up, make it a bit faster. Yeah, 4 times. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, so she calls in Hamburg next, then Rotterdam, then Zeebrugge or Bruges in Belgium, then Le Havre in France, and then back to Port Southampton. And likewise, I believe you can get on in any one of those ports. So you can get on in Hamburg, Rotterdam, Le Havre, or Southampton. Well, I'm noticing the prices. Currently, this cruise, I think you can get an inside cabin from somewhere in the region of sort of 300, just over £300. So 320, £330. Looks a good deal to me. And it's the same sort of next. Well, no, it's not. I was going to say it's the same next cruise, but it's not for some reason. Hang on. Let me get the right cruise. 12. Yeah, sorry. This is more like 400, just over £400. And then the next one from Southampton is like £800. But then that's an 8-day one. What's happening there then? She's spending Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in Zeebrugge. So overnight in Zeebrugge on Christmas Eve. It's probably so that Santa knows where to find you. Easier if you're in port rather than moving on the high seas. Tricky trying to connect the reindeer. So MSC Posia, I'm just checking through. She pretty much sticks with this until later on in February, and then she's heading down to the Mediterranean, and it looks like she's going to be based in the Mediterranean for a while. Then she's off to Seattle. It looks like she'll then, from the May onwards, she'll be based in Seattle, heading to the Alaskan coastline. Then she pops over in September to Miami, and then she's back to Seattle in 2027. So in fact, we will only be having MSC Posia for a few more months. Friday the 13th of, February the 13th looks like the last time we will be seeing MSC Posia here in the Port of Southampton. What lovely colours though. We heard the radio earlier, which I don't have on from MSC Posia, and she said she was all ready to go, but she was waiting for a call from a doctor, so maybe there's some sort of medical emergency going on. Well, there's shipmates in the chat. Plenty of shipmates in the chat. Who have we got in the chat today? Well, there's shipmate Elizabeth Leaborn. Were there Keris?
Gateway Southampton VTS, message received, thank you. Confirm you'll pass to the west of outing buoy number 2. Is that correct?
Oh, well, there's shipmate Pam Wolf.
Thank you. No reported inbound traffic. Over.
All right, shipmate Elizabeth Leaborn. As always, don't forget the Dancing Man live stream of the Solent Ships 12 Days of Shipmas. Yes, I will edit up that video. I'll try and do that this weekend. Yeah, we had a little roaring chorus there. Well, maybe I'll make that an annual tradition. We'll have to do a different song for next year. Maybe we can abuse the lyrics to a different Christmas tune. Yeah, maybe Jingle Bells, the Captain Smells, the Ships Have Gone Away, or something like that. Oh, with a Carol Watson. Which is... Hi everyone, been home for 2 months now from Miami after a lovely cruise. Now's the time of year to be back in Miami, that's for sure. Shipmate Jane Welch says, are you going live on Tuesday the 16th, Queen Victoria? I won't pack my St. George flag. If not, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Tuesday the 16th. We've got 2 on Tuesday the 16th. We've got the Queen Victoria at 4 o'clock, so actually that's a really good time. Although it's going to be quite... just about getting dark, but there would be a little lightness in the sky at 4 o'clock, and then 5 o'clock the Balmoral. I believe so. Let me just check my work calendar to make sure I'm back in time or working from home. Yes, I'd say so. So yes, so shipmate Jane Welch, if you care to bring your flag for us, we will be ready to watch it. Or the Jill Marsh. I don't know, they're Barbara from Switzerland. Shipmate Nicholas Saw. Oh, yes, good one. Says, Captain says, how about I saw 3 ships? Well, yeah, that is a good one, isn't it? I saw 3 ships. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but I'm sure we could corrupt them for the benefits of the Solent Ships YouTube channel. I saw 3 ferries. Probably more appropriately, I saw 3 ferries sailing by. A red eagle, a red falcon, and a red osprey. This is the sunset from earlier. I've just got on time lapse while we're waiting for MSC Posia. Oh, she's just at the other end of the port. There she is. Last I heard, they were waiting for a call from a doctor. I don't know if that was a ship's doctor or another doctor. Looking very dark here out on the Solent from Cowscam there. Been quite a lot of traffic around lately. I met up with some shipmates yesterday evening, and they came in various times yesterday evening so we could have a little something to eat in port last night. And they were complaining about traffic. Just in time, really, to get a booking. Well, shipmate Jay Welsh is excellent. I'll better remember them now. Yes, you better remember them, shipmate. On deck 6 near the front somewhere. Okay, well, if you are on... What did you say? You're on Queen Victoria. You're on Queen Victoria, so you will be coming from 106 berth. So hopefully you're on the port side. We will see you on the port side. Got very calm water out there today, with the wind really having dropped off this evening. I popped out earlier and couldn't feel a breeze. Really quite pleasant. Just looking ahead, we've got an interesting little weekend coming up. I'm not sure why, because I haven't really checked. I've been busy doing other things, but I was just setting up this evening. So we've got the MSC Posia leaving today. And then tomorrow at 4 o'clock, we have the Queen Anne arriving in port, which I'm not entirely sure why she's arriving at that time of day. Maybe there's some bad weather out there. I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know in the chat. I've not heard anything. So that'll be quite good. So a 4 o'clock arrival Saturday means we should get to see her quite well coming up Southampton Water, around the Isle of Wight, up Southampton Water, and then she'll dock. And for any luck, the weather forecast is, I think it's for vaguely decent weather tomorrow. Starting off foggy in the morning tomorrow, and by 4 o'clock, maybe a little bit sunny, cloudy. So we could have a decent sunset just as the Queen Anne arrives, and she'll be on cruise cap. But yeah, I don't know why she's arriving at 4 o'clock. Unusual. And then she leaves at 4 o'clock on Sunday, followed by Queen Mary 2. Sorry, leaves at 4 o'clock on Sunday, followed by Queen Mary 2 and Aurora on Monday.
VTS, Red Jet 7, good evening again. Town Quay to Cows, please.
Red Jet 7 VTS, good evening. All received. Inbound traffic, you may depart from Town Quay. Over.
Then on Tuesday, Queen Victoria and Balmoral. Wednesday, Aurora and Ventura. Well, what's going on? See, we've had no ships for days, and all of a sudden we've got lots of days with 2 ships in. The Ventura and Arcadia both leaving at the same time. Could be a bit of honkage there from the 2 P&O ships. Then there's a gap, so that must be Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Aurora and MSC Posia again. Saturday, Iona back in. Sunday, Arcadia and Queen Anne. Monday, Balmoral. And then nothing then till the 27th, the day after Christmas Day. I'll say after Boxing Day, when the Queen Victoria arrives, and she'll then depart the day after on the 28th. I will also be departing on the 28th myself.
Wuku Southampton VTS, good evening.
No word yet from the MSC Posia. She is up that way.
Thank you, sir. What is your last port of call? Deepest draft? On board.
Shipmate Carol says, Queen Anne has issues. Couldn't dock in Vigo. Oh, interesting. I wonder what those issues
All
are.
received. And what is your number of crew on board and your security level?
Shipmates Alan Britton, this. Good evening, Captain. Blue Spanner crew and shipmates. 10 minutes late.
And your security level?
I'll avoid the Reggie Perrin excuses. Oh, Reggie Perrin and Sunshine Desserts. Super. It's been a while since I've heard that. Stuford has come up with some alternative lyrics. Cunard horns, Cunard horns, Cunard all the way. Now, very fitting, your own Christmas song there. Quality Shipmate Karis asking if there's any news on the containers. No, I've not heard anything. I've heard quite a few bananas have washed up. I don't know if they're looking full or not. There's been no update that I've noticed. It appears that traffic is back to normal. So maybe there's not the issue anymore. Still quite a lot of traffic.
Wuku VTS.
Quite a lot of traffic out there this evening. And still no word from the MSC Posia. That just next to her is the ship carrier.
Wuku Southampton VTS. Question. Do you have any damage? Problem.
Next to her is the shipping Gratch, which is one of those ship carrying ships. And she has divers in the water there at the moment.
Received. No question. Are you carrying dangerous goods? Over.
Yeah, she's carrying various different ships, so the divers are in the water and they're unloading, and I'm not sure if they're unloading or loading.
Are you carrying dangerous cargo?
Well, shipmate Wayne.
Your
Ahoy, Captain. Hope you're keeping well. I'm keeping very well, keeping busy. I hope to come out with a few more videos. I've been editing some videos and uploading them. I hope you've been watching them. Would be good if you could watch them. Let's see if I can find. I'll send you a link up to the latest one. It was from the Henley Traditional Boat Festival back in. Not sure when that was. Probably August. Longer ago than I care to remember. I really enjoyed that. Lots to see there. Met up with my shipmate Dan Lee, who's building and restoring wooden craft, and his craft are absolutely phenomenal. All shiny wood and polished and brilliant. He took me out for a little spin up and down the Henley, so have a look at that one if you can. Don't forget to hit the like button as well. Of course, once we get into January, we'll have a few world cruises starting on some of the various ships, Caribbean cruises. I hope to be live streaming a few of those. It could well be fireworks as well. Oh, well, the shipmate Carol asks, Queen Anne has electrical problems, also has problems with her stabilisers. She's been rocking and rolling badly. It's not the time of year to be without your stabilisers. Well, the shipmate Nicholas Sauce says, she likes the Henley Traditional Boat Festival. Really interesting. I'd never heard of it before. I only knew about it because my shipmate Dan said that he was going to be there and I should come along and have a look. So I did just that, and it was very good. Well, the shipmate Ron Funny, he says, why are they talking about dangerous cargo? That's the VTS. It's one of the questions they ask when ships come into harbour to dock. They ask them if they're containing various cargo, dangerous cargo, if they've got defects. I don't know what the purpose is of knowing if they've got dangerous cargo on board. Maybe it's if there's an emergency, they'll know to jump quickly, I suppose. Probably also know what type of dangerous cargo it is, whether it's flammable or hazardous or whatever. Very dark over here on Cascam. You can see the flares. So that flare there is over on Forley, right to the sort of left of our screen. We can see it on Forley cam as well. There it is there. Brightly flashing away. I think they believe there have been having some problems over at Forley, so there's been lots of flaring going on. Lights up the night sky. Some nights there's loads of them going. But you can see them from all over here in ports. And if you get an evening where it's a bit overcast and there's lots of clouds in the sky, it can reflect the light down. It makes it look like something really big's on fire somewhere. And the local fire brigade get lots of calls saying, I think there's something on fire somewhere. The local fire brigade have to say, no. It's just Forley flaring. Well, the shipmate Cynthia says, ahoy, Captain and shipmates from Port Elizabeth, South Africa. I suspect your weather is slightly warmer than ours.
Yes.
The radio's a bit funny today. It wasn't working earlier. I had to reboot it, but I'm not overly convinced it's working 100%. Ferries are
Southampton VTS.
fairly quiet this time of year when you have two ferries running.
Give you that traffic information and 2 outbounds due at the New Grounds Buoy, approximately 2055. Are you able to clear the New Grounds Buoy before 2055?
There is the MSC Posia then. I do have a few more films to release. I'll try and edit up the 12 days of Shipmas over this weekend. There's a few more I might try and slip out. Some of them are really long. I might try to trim them down a bit.
I can take them now if you prefer.
I wonder if I can improve VTS radio. I'm not sure. I'll have to fiddle with that another time. Well, particular sources as well done to Pat Luckett for doing singing. Excellent. Yes, it was good to see Pat Luck. She came over from the Isle of Wight. Came across especially and lended her vocal talents to our 12 days of Shipmas. We had a beer afterwards in the Dancing Man. In fact, the timing was really good. It was 4 o'clock on Saturday when we met up, and we were just in the lull between lunch and dinner, so it was quite good. It wasn't too busy. By the time we left, it was getting really busy in there. Have a little look around MSC Posia. Let's see what's on their websites. MSC Posia. Main features. Ah, yes, cruises from Southampton in January. From $3.99 per person. There we go. I think this is a similar itinerary. $3.99 per person on 23rd of January. Hamburg, Rotterdam, Zeebrugge, Le Havre. Yep, there you go. Give you an idea of what's included. There you go. Great service, comes as standard. Full board available in buffet and main restaurants, gym, pools and relaxation, West End style theatre shows, children's clubs and activities. Of course, you'll need to book drinks package, and if you're travelling on any excursions, they'll all be extra. And if you want a window or a balcony, again, they'll all be extras. But that's the starting price. Very reasonable that time of year, I think.
Southampton VTS.
Well, the shipmate OC Aviation. Oh, this is Ahoy Captain, just graduated from high school and went on MSC Euribia 2 weeks ago. It was amazing. Oh, well done, shipmate. Congratulations on graduating from high school. Seems like a odd time of year to graduate.
Southampton VTS. Message received, thank you. Question, what is your PEC number? Where do you intend to enter the main channel? Over.
Oh, well, the shipmate Gareth Lawrence says, how do I buy a calendar? Yes, I should put a link up.
VTS, that's all received, thank you.
I'll stick a link up in our website.
The Capricornus outbound due the new grounds buoy 2050, and she'll be followed by the THV Patricia. Over.
Oh, well, the shipmate Andrew McNeil says, good evening. Andrew Neil. Good evening, shipmates. Yes, 10 nutritional videos. Excellent, great show. Dan Lee's excellent craftsman using the blend of modern and traditional. Strongly recommend his YouTube series. Yes, definitely check out his YouTube series. He really does spend a lot of time building his crafts. Puts a lot of time and effort to it there. I'm absolutely right. They're a good blend of tradition and modern. So he uses his CNC machine to cut out the various segments of the craft, but then he assembles them all by hand, finishes them by hand, puts many coats of this modern epoxy lacquer on the cars, on the boats, and they look absolutely super when they're finished. Well, there should be Elizabeth Lieber. Her son's at Cooties this evening. Told for a meal, told him to wave. He said no. Oh, spoil sport. Elizabeth Lieber and Sons at the White's restaurant there, just the right-hand side of our picture.
VTS, Red Eagle, look out.
Red Eagle VTS, well received, just local ferry traffic. Over.
Thank you, sir.
I was looking earlier and I noticed the Queen Mary 2 departed from New York. There we go.
Cheers, Red Osprey, Hook in.
Ferry VTS, all received. Ocean scene, reaching 40 deep outside of the greens. Over.
Roger, copy that. Thank you.
Yeah, so the Queen Mary 2 here, she's left New York. She's been here. I think she was there overnight. I think she went across to New York, then went to the Caribbean, and I think back to New York, and then come back again. So you could have booked up something like a 21-day cruise. So there she is. There, 17.5 knots. So we can have a quick look at the weather's like. Let's have a look at the weather's like. See if that will be a smooth crossing, shall we? That'll be a smooth crossing for the Queen Mary 2. Ooh, possibly not. So this is a.
Southampton.
So Queen Mary 2 must be just on the edge of these winds here.
VTS, all received.
Oh yeah, so there's quite a lot of wind here, and there's another patch of wind here. But for the MSC Posia, she's got lovely conditions here in the English Channel, all very gentle, not a lot of wind going on here. See if I can bring up the wave heights. Do that somewhere. Currently 1.2 metre wave heights for Queen Mary 2. Yes, let's have a look at the waves, shall we? Now you can see Queen Mary 2 has departed New York. She's heading across the Atlantic. You've got waves quite gentle, quite shallow here, and then in this little lump here, 6 metre swells. And this probably looks like 6, maybe 7 metres here. Oh, that looks really 14 metres over there. That's quite the storm, and I suspect Queen Mary 2 will probably keep it south, and it won't be too rough, and then she'll slip on up the English Channel afterwards. No, we're not quite sure where Queen Mary 2 is at the moment. She's probably somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic, but that's where she was when she started, so she's somewhere tracking over towards Southampton. Yes, I would not like to be in that. 14 metres is quite a lot. Looks like there's something coming down here at 10 knots. Who's that then? Who's someone speeding? I don't see anyone. Might be an out-of-date signal. Oh yeah, 4 hours ago. Yeah. Well, shipmate Rowan Fernie says, where's the ship at what time? Estimated departure. Well, estimated departure time was 7:30. The ship is just to the right of our screen. Can't quite see her. There she is there. It's the MSC Posia. She was due away at 7:30. The pilot radioed in about 10 minutes beforehand, so it's all ready to go. And so they were just waiting for a call from the doctor. I'm not sure if that was a ship's doctor or a external doctor. I'm guessing ship's doctor. So she's a bit late. Let's see if there's an updated departure time. No, it's still 7:30. I was reading in the newspaper that lots of people on Iona were very annoyed, apparently, that she left. Instead of leaving Saturday evening, she left Monday, didn't she, in the end? I can see a couple of shipmates down there. They're either fishermen or ship spotters. It's not easy to tell. Sometimes you can see if they've got fishing rods. There we go, just see them down there. They might be... I don't think they're fishermen. Dedicated bunch, the fishermen. Sensitive, the old camera. There we go.
Wuku Southampton VTS, sir.
Let's see if I can. I'll have a little quick tweak on VTS.
Wuku Southampton VTS, sir. Wuku, Southampton VTS, channel 12, over.
Sure which ship they're trying to get in contact with. Wuku. Where's that then? Sounds like that might be a tanker at anchor somewhere, or a container ship. No. There we go. Wuku is a cargo ship, which is currently some distance off of the Isle of Wight there, the Wuku. It's not going very fast, only 4 knots. Well, the shipmate Margaret says she thought that Iona went into Torbay, presumably for a medivac, and missed out on Madeira. Yes, I'm presuming that's what that was. I didn't hear anything.
Wuku Southampton VTS, sir. VTS, remain on channel 12 all the time, and channel 09. While you are drifting, you must be more than 10 nautical miles from the nav tower. No closer than 10 nautical miles.
Looks like he's 10 nautical miles away. Well, shipmate Marina Marden says that my sister's on Iona. She's having a lovely time. And the son is on Posia. And I'm waiting to see them depart again. Yeah, you missed a trick there, shipmate. Not getting onto a ship yourself. Shipmate Roman Furley sounds like someone getting told off. Yes, you can sort of tell from the tone of VTS, can't you? Sometimes they're a bit snippy if you don't reply to the radio too quickly, or you're doing the wrong thing. And it's just quite entertaining. It's like being at school again, isn't it? And coming in Monday morning with your homework and the teacher saying, "I don't think that's good enough, is it?" No, there's shipmate Nicholas, or I think we all did very well with the singing. I hope so. I haven't listened back to it, so I'm hoping it works well. I'll edit that up into a little video. I could do some rum tasting later, couldn't I? I might do my rum tasting video later, actually. I've got some new rums for this year. I have Politico, which is another South American rum to try. I've also got rum from the I tried that last year. No, rum from the Itchin Distillery. Got that to try as well. And I've got some rum that I bought from the Winchester Christmas Market. So yeah, a couple of new rums to try this year. See if they'll beat my Pompero Anniversero, my favourite rum. Very calm on Southampton water here. Quick look on the MSC's website and see what else they have, what information they have about MSC Posia restaurant and buffet. What have we got here?
Southampton VTS, the Islander. Good evening.
Islander
VTS. Good evening.
VTS Islander outbound from Portsmouth, approaching the War Memorial. Figures for you. I've got crew of 35, passengers is 37. 5.1 deepest draft, and no defects. We are with hazardous. Portsmouth PEC 715. Outbound for Guernsey over the new grounds. We'll exit the channel between the Warner and St Helens this evening.
Islander VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information. The Capricornus leader approaching the North Sturbridge outbound main channel, and the THB Patricia approaching boarding area of Foxtrot will disembark her pilot, then outbound. The Mont Saint Michel, 5 miles south of Nab Tower, inbound open new grounds, will join the channel between the Warner and St Helens.
Traffic's all copied, and a correction to my figures. Passengers is 6868.
68, thank you.
Oh, there we go. That's the Islander. Over to Guernsey. 68 passengers on board. Well, the shipmate Roman Ferry says, how far does Southampton VTS go? Well, it covers Southampton and Portsmouth. Does it go much beyond the limitation the other way? Not really, no. So the VTS area is the Port of Southampton to about here. So that's when the pilots will get off. And then the other space is about, if this is the Nab Tower, So they'll cover all the nav anchorage. So the pilots get off here, but they cover all this nav anchorage, the nav anchorage here, the St. Helens anchorage, and generally all the ship movements here in and out the port. So that's the sort of VTS area, roughly. Hopefully that gives you some idea.
Victoria of White, the THV Patricia.
There's the Victoria of White there. This is the Ro-Ro that left earlier. Not the Ro-Ro, sorry, the buoy laying vessel. She was leaving port earlier. She looks unusual. Got a big crane and all sorts of things on the back here.
Victoria of White, the THV Patricia.
There's the Victoria of White.
CHV, Patricia, Victoria White, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Just information, sir. We're just pulling back now, so we're going to come back to 7-8 knots, ready for disembarking.
Oh, that's appreciated. I'll push up the speed and crack on ahead of you then. Thank you, sir.
No worries, thank you.
There we go. They've sorted that out.
BTS, the THV Patricia.
THV Patricia VTS.
Yeah, shortly going to be disembarking. Vessel's going to continue. She'll go main channel until the nab end, and then at nab end she's going to come down south. So she'll be to the west of the Newgrounds buoy, and then over the Newgrounds area there, heading down south before she comes round on her course again.
BTS, that's on to traffic information. The Mont Saint Michel, 4 miles south of the Nab Tower, inbound over the new grounds, will join the channel between the Warner and St. Helens.
Joining between the Warner and St. Helens. All understood. I'll pass it on to the master.
BTS, further traffic information. The Islander, outbound from Portsmouth, will also pass outbound between the Warner and St. Helens over the new ground.
All understood. Many thanks.
Look at a few more pictures of THV Patricia. Ah, there you go. You can see a buoy on the front of the vessel there.
VTS, Ocean Scene at the hook on the turn.
We've got a whole collection of buoys and markers and cardinals.
Ocean Scene, your transmissions are broken. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, VTS, Ocean Scene at the hook on the turn and in batteries.
BTS, all copy, thank you.
That's Ocean Scene, the party boat. I think she's probably busy doing Christmas parties. She's down, approaching Cowshot Spit. It sounds like she's just about to turn around and head back up Southampton Water. She was going to head into the docks.
VTS, Eston.
But there's divers on the carrying ship.
Eston, VTS, then.
So she decided
Just leaving 37 up to SET for Porto Casio sailing.
BTS, that's all copied. Traffic information. Red Osprey approaching northwest Netherlands.
Thank you.
BTS, BF Hamburg. Station calling VTS, call again, please.
VTS BF Hamburg, good evening. Just for your information, sync main engine immobilization shall be finished in the morning tomorrow. We will call you back when.
VTS, standby, please.
Bye.
BF Hamburg VTS, we have no information. We have received no paperwork reference your engine immobilization, over.
I just have it in front of me and it's approved, so authorization number is 1445, over.
VTS, standby.
Bye.
Islander, the Capricornius leader. Good evening. Yeah, no problem at all. I'll stay down to the south. You carry on.
It's Eston. I think I heard her on the radio, said she was coming along. I think she's heading to the upper end of the port. I didn't quite catch what she said.
BS Hamburg VTS. BTS, I have your application in front of me. It's due to start at 03:12 on the 12th of December and finish at 19:12 on the 12th of December. Over.
Yeah, affirmative. A chance to get the permission to start now, over.
BTS, you'll have to stand by. If you were going to change your times, you should have contacted us earlier. Over.
Well, then, please, there will be no main engine mobilization, over.
BTS, give me 5 minutes and I'll sort it out.
Repeat your message.
BTS, give me 5 minutes and I'll try and sort it out so you can do your immobilization. Over.
Never understood, standing by.
Not the BF Hamburg. Performing some sort of engine immobilization test.
Osprey Northwest Nedley in.
Where is the BF Hamburg?
Red Osprey VTS, you may continue to speed with caution.
Thank you.
Let's have a look. Where is the BF Hamburg? Oh, she's at the other. She's at the container terminal end. There's the BF Hamburg all the way up there. That's the STC 543. Maybe.
Red 7 VTS, that's all understood. BS Hamburg VTS, over.
VTS, BF Hamburg.
BS Hamburg VTS, the extension to your engine immobilization request form to 0400 is approved.
Roger, understood. Main engine immobilization until 4 o'clock is approved. Thank you very much. We will proceed and call you back once it's finished.
VTS, all copy, thank you.
There we go. BF Hamburg going to immobilize her engine. Maybe carrying out maintenance or something. Well, the shipmate Rowan Leo says.
VTS, Eleanor, good evening. That's us just departing 44 for the Porto Casio.
Eleanor's on the way as well.
Eleanor VTS, that's all copied. Red Osprey, Western Shelf inbound.
All received, thank you.
Oh, I think I might whiz the camera around to watch the tug. There's nothing else seems to be moving at the moment.
VTS Capricornius leader, falls out west of the nav tower.
Capricornius leader VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, Mont Saint Michel, just to the west of the ADSNAV boys, inbound over the new grounds. We'll join between the Warner and St Helens Warner.
All copy, thank you.
Southampton VTS, Islander, apologies sir, we have just passed through the forts. Outwards.
Islander VTS, all copy, thank you.
Yeah, shipmate Rose is normally a bit of a plane and train spot. Only recently started ship spotting, so you're getting used to it. Ah, excellent, good. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Thought with tonight's VTS you'd think it was a bit busy, etc., with how grumpy this sounded. They do adopt a grumpy tone sometime. I'm not sure why. Different operators have different tones. Like we've got the ferry coming in as well. Not sure what time. Let's have a look. Wonder what time the ship is due to depart. Not the cruise ship. The cruise ship is already late. Let's have a look. See what the next departure of the cruise ship is, because that might be slowing up MSC Posia from departing. So next departure. 9 o'clock is the Porto Casio from STC 34. She's departing at 9 o'clock. We've only got half an hour to go. Oh, hello, Tugs nipping along, isn't he?
Wuku, Southampton VTS, over. Wuku VTS, you are currently 8 miles from the nav tower. You need to drift more than 10 nautical miles from the nav tower. Over.
There's the Wuku, apparently too close to the nav tower. It's supposed to be 10 nautical miles. Apparently that's only 8. I thought that was a bit further than that, but difficult to judge, isn't it?
Wuku VTS. At VTS, confirm you will move to 10 nautical miles away from the nav tower. Yes or no? Over.
Somebody else is getting a telling off today.
Wuku, Southampton VTS, over. I want you to confirm that you will move to 10 nautical miles away from the nav tower. Over.
I imagine I can't hear the other side of that conversation, but I imagine Wuku is its first language is not English. I'm trying to work out where they've come from.
VTS, ensure you are more than 10 nautical miles from the nav tower. Thank you.
Looks like they've come from around South Africa, up around past the Mediterranean. It looks like they've only just arrived, so I don't know why they haven't dropped anchor. Maybe there's a reason why. But certainly getting a bit of telling off for drifting too close to the nav tower. I think they're still heading in a northerly direction towards the tower. I think that's the issue. It still says they're underway as well. Little AIS information here tells you if they're underway or at anchor or some other problem. Just have to reconnect the box cam a second.
On San Michel VTS, that's all copy of traffic information. The Islander passing between the Warner and St Helens Buoy outbound over the new grounds. Capricornus leader at the Warner Buoy outbound main channel, passing west of the nav tower. THV Patricia, outbound, main channel, will leave the channel after the NAB end buoy.
Southampton VTS, Northern Channel, copy, thank you.
Oh, that should be road footage. What happens if they don't respond to orders? Do they send out a police boat? No, they'll just get a bit of a telling off. I suspect if it's severely bad, there'll be a marine industry investigation into their bad practice. And they just get, normally they do well. I think a lot of the time it's due to their lack of English. Some of the crew on board really have very poor English indeed, and they just don't really understand what they're being told to do. It takes them quite a few goes on the radio to understand. Well, the shipmate Nicholas Sauce says, it's a great house to myself, watching Solent Ships and eating fish and chips. Oh, now you're making me hungry, shipmate. I was hoping our broadcast would be over by about 8:30. Oh, dear. I haven't even started, have we? What's happened to those tugs? Where's the tugs gone? On the screen shortly should be Spitzer Eston and the Spitzer Eleanor. Probably just behind Mr. Cootie's restaurant here. Oh, there we go. Actually, it's not called Cootie's anymore. It is in fact called Indian Restaurant. No, only joking. It's not called Indian Restaurant. It is in fact called... Wait for the grand surprise. Royal Palace. Which I think is a much better name than Deja Vu. Which brought to my mind other types of establishments, not Indian restaurants, the name like Deja Vu.
VTS, Patricia, that's passing between the fords, outbound.
Patricia VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, Mont Saint Michel, passing west of the NAB Tower, inbound.
VTS, Patricia, well received.
So the tugs are heading up to top left-hand corner of the picture. That's where the ship is that's going to depart. Oh, well, the shipmate Michael Thomas says, when the container ship dropped the bananas, was it close to NAB Tower? Yes, it was actually. It was indeed. I don't think it. I don't remember if it was. I don't know if it was at anchor or if it was moving. But yes, it was around the NAB Tower that the containers were lost. Show you on the map. So yeah, the ship was somewhere in this vicinity. There's the NAB Tower, and then some of the containers washed up here on the Chelsea Bill, which is where the sort of the general wash of the water generally, or the wind blows things that way. The wind normally comes from the southwest. I don't think we have much wind today. Well, in fact, it's coming from the northwest. But generally, the wind comes from the southwest, so that would blow any containers that are in the water, because they were refrigerated containers. They were sort of floating to some extent, and so I suppose it would lead a certain amount of container to be out of the water, acting like a sail.
Southampton VTS, motor vessel Porto Casio, call sign 5 Lima Bravo Charlie 6.
Porto Casio VTS.
Southampton VTS, this is motor vessel Porto Casio. Inform you we have 30 minutes before departure.
VTS, all understood, thank you.
That is the next vessel way, the Porto Casio. So she called in 30 minutes beforehand. It sounds like a well-run ship. You could understand the English from that one quite easily. Say, container ship heading. Where's this container ship heading to, I wonder? She came from Miami and she's off to Antwerp. And if the MSC Posia doesn't get a move on, she'll be departing first. A couple of tugs heading up for assisting in departure. I do like the view, the nighttime view of the container terminal. Such a hive of activity. All the cranes and straddle carriers whizzing around, all the lights, especially if it's clear, all the lights reflecting.
VTS, the MSC Posia.
Aha, at last.
MSC Posia VTS, over.
Summerside 2, 102, gangways coming off the ship now and starting in single up.
Just in time.
MSC Posia VTS, that's all understood. You have permission to depart the berth when you are ready. There is no immediate traffic. The Red Jet 7 at Greenland inbound.
Thank you.
Hopefully you've got passenger and crew numbers. No, not yet. Bit of a delay there for the MSC Posia. There was, I believe, a medical emergency. Anyway, I was looking earlier at the website, wasn't I? So there's a number of restaurants. Butcher's Cut. I imagine that's a steak restaurant. Il Palido Ristorante. Kato Sushi Bar. Not now, Kato. Le Fontaine Restaurante. MSC Yacht Club restaurant. Now, I think you'd have to be a member of the MSC Yacht Club to go to that one. Villa Pompina Buffet restaurant.
Red Osprey from SP on 12, over.
Yes, Samaro.
That's your restaurant offerings. And a number of bars.
Samaro VTS.
Southampton VTS Samaro, good evening. Samaro just passing 1 Royal outbound from Portsmouth to the west of Nab. We'll proceed via over new ground this evening. Maximum draft 6.1 meters. Number of crew member 88. Number of passenger 507. Captain PEC is 561 and no other unknown.
VTS, that's understood. Between which buoys will you depart the channel?
Between Warner and St. Helens.
VTS, that's all understood. Traffic information, Mont Saint Michel. Inbound over the new grounds will join the channel between the Warner and St. Helens.
VTS, Samalo, all understood, thank you.
Yes, I've not been on the MSC Posia, but I'd quite like to have a look. Ooh, oh yes, I remember this now. It's got a very clumsy 3D navigational system. But I just noticed it looking for there was a zebra bar, and if you've had a few rum-based cocktails, the ship starts to get a bit wobbly. I can't see that this is going to help. I'm already feeling dizzy just looking at this. I'll be falling over left, right, and centre.
Mont Saint Michel VTS then.
There's probably a peak. There's probably a peak number of rum-based cocktails which would counteract the wobble of the ship and the intenseness of the fabric.
Southampton VTS, Mont Saint Michel, copy, thank you.
Maybe it's better when the lights are turned off. Maybe it's less of an experience.
VTS, Red Jet 7 approaching the high line, continuous speed please.
Red Jet 7 VTS, yes, of course.
All copy, thank you.
I can see the tug there.
SP, Red Osprey.
That's the MSC.
Osprey, SP. Good evening, sir. Yeah, I was just letting you know I'm just coming in to try and find this log.
Yeah, fantastic. It's if you just look at the end of the maintenance pontoon to port of where you are now, it's at that end in front of our little powerboat that's there.
Ah, right you are. Okay, thank you.
Oh. Some log floating in the water.
VTS MSC Posia underway.
Oh, Posia's underway. Hooray!
MSC Posia VTS, that's all understood. There's no reported traffic.
Gosh, that was quite a delay. You have to have delays, medical emergencies. There's no rush, really. Ship will easily make up the time. Well, the shipmate Lisbon Leopold says, yeah, it makes her eyes go funny. I can't imagine being in there in real life. Yeah. Quite the experience, I would imagine. Couldn't quite work out where that log was. It was SP going to investigate the log. Well, the shipmate Alan Bridges said, that's given me a headache. Haven't touched the rum yet. I know. Can't imagine what it's like on board. Maybe when the lights are turned off, it's not so bad. Certainly a very bold design choice. You can see movement now from the Posia. I haven't heard if she's going to the middle swing ground or to the upper swing ground. I'm going to think it might be the lower swing ground. That would probably be more usual.
And the VTS, that's all copied. There's no reported inbound traffic towards the Westminster. Have a good one.
Sure, excellent span. I want to be able to work. He says it's behind Red Jet 6. Ah, okay. Oh, right, yes, I see Pathfinder going in there now. There's Pathfinder going in there now. Trying to find the big log. Might be able to see that on Ferry Cam there. Yep, there's Pathfinder. I'll have a quick look on...
Britannia Beaver VTS.
Yeah, there's SP looking for the log somewhere.
Britannia Beaver VTS, have you finished dredging in the area?
Now, we don't often get to see SP. It normally heads out from the Empress and down south of the water.
VTS, that's all copied. What's your next port call, please? VTS, all copied. Thank you.
Yeah, so the log's round here somewhere. I'm not sure where.
Britannia VTS.
SP's doing a little investigation there. Shipmate Lisbon Leopold says, is it a log or a giant banana? Not as funny as you think. It could well be a giant banana.
Britannia VTS, that's all copied. The next vessel away from Southampton is the MSC Posia, large passenger vessel, just departing 102 berth. She will be a clear channel vessel when she gets there.
No, I wonder if SP's found it. Yes, it looks like SP might have found it. They may have just nudged over to somebody on the shore so they could reach it. SP got to now. Oh, looks like she's leaving. Fairly busy down in the ferry car park this time of night. Being distracted. Oh, let me reconnect box cam. Finally, MSC Posia is on the move. I haven't had any passenger or crew numbers as yet. It looks like she is coming down to the middle swing ground. There's a few shipmates out and about, although it is a little bit late now, isn't it? It's pretty much peak dining period. People will be enjoying their dinner. Well, Chris Howard says can't see the log on Ship Finder. No, not all logs have AIS. Oh, that must be the disco at the back. Then I can see some flashing lights. If memory serves me correctly, that's the buffet area up there on the MSC Posia. Looks quite busy. MSC Posia is off to Hamburg. She's 17 years old, built in 2008, has a maximum double occupancy of 2,550. I'm guessing when we get the passenger and crew numbers, I suspect they'll be somewhere in the region of 2,200 on board would be my guess.
Southampton VTS passing
outbound. VTS will include.
And she has 1,039 crew. It's a pretty good ratio of crew to passengers there. She has a number of sister ships, the MSC Musica, the MSC Orchestra, and the MSC Magnifica. Christened by Sophia Loren, no less. 294 metres long, 32 metres in the beam, 92,267 gross tons. Makes her sort of a medium-sized cruise ship, I would say. Not big, not small. Question is, which way is she going to spin? A couple of shipmates have suggesting clockwise. I think I tend to agree with them. Interestingly, tomorrow, shipmates, we will be having a 4 o'clock arrival of Queen Anne, apparently due to some technical problems. So she'll be arriving at 4 o'clock. I'm not entirely sure what time I will go live. Depends on when we get a decent view of her. I would certainly think around about 3 o'clock. Could be slightly earlier. So make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell, and then when I go live, you'll be notified. But if the weather's decent, which is looking pretty good tomorrow, should get a view of her as she comes round the Isle of Wight and heads up to the port of Southampton. In case you're wondering, this is the MSC Posia. You can see the name there, illuminated in large letters. She was built at a cost of $360 million US. She's doing the round robin Hamburg, Rotterdam, Le Havre, Southampton, Hamburg, Rotterdam, Le Havre, Southampton cruises at the moment. She's doing all that through most of this season. I think she has a slight variation on it later in January until February. Then she starts on some longer cruises to the Mediterranean, and that'll be the last we see of MSC Posia in February until, well, I'm not sure until when. Unfortunately, until the next time, which it won't be for some time.
VTS to Porto Casio.
Porto Casio VTS.
Hello, on SET 3/4. 10 metres is the draft.
In case you're wondering, shipmates, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting to you live and direct from the port of Southampton. Many thanks to shipmate Nicholas Thor there for reminding me. Just a mere... What time do we go live? 7:30. Call that an hour and 20 minutes. You had an hour and 20 minutes in the Captain's Banner Bingo. You are the winner. "78 minutes. Thank you, Spanner Multi-Burns there. It's not the longest. It's not the longest. I've forgotten to do the banner. It's very calm though. Look at those fantastic reflections on the water at the moment. The wind has dropped off even more.
Southampton VTS, Trader, Master Speed C677, over.
Trader VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, 1% Michelle, approaching between the ports, inbound to Portsmouth.
Southampton VTS, Trader, understood, Mont Saint-Michel.
I wonder if we'll get any honks from MSC Posia. I don't remember it being a good honker. Well, see, one advantage is this sort of evening. Certainly in the winter, even though we get storms, we do get days that are very calm. Because the weather's colder, you don't get so much convection going on land, so occasionally the water can be really dead calm. Quite a bright sight, not like the Ada ship that we had in yesterday. Very bright and colourful she was. The MSC Posia are a bit white and not colourful like the Ada ships. They certainly do look great. hoping we get some passenger and crew numbers. I'm guessing.
VTS, MSC, Posia, Pierhead Boy outbound.
Oh, maybe now then. Come on.
MSC Posia VTS, that's all copied. The Ocean Scene approaching the Hound outside of the ring.
Thank you.
So I'm guessing around about 2,200, 300.
Ocean Scene VTS.
Yeah, VTS, Ocean Scene, yeah, copy of the Posia, thank you.
Where is the Ocean Scene? Oh, there she is, yeah. So Ocean Scene is heading up Southampton water, currently 4 knots. And so, yeah, they might well meet here. I suspect the Ocean Scene will be heading back up the Itchin at some point. There's that lovely illuminated sign, MSC Posia, Italian for poetry. See a shipmate walking along there. Not many up on deck. Like I say, this is probably peak buffet time, or shows time, of course, but he enters some of the shows. Probably be the second showing of the show.
Patricia VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Shipmate Paul from Love Cruises here. The MSC Posia was the second ship he ever sailed on. I wonder what you thought of MSC Posia. In the smaller category of ships, really, isn't she? Only just under 100,000 tons. MSC Posia, oh, blimey, she's picked up to 8.8 knots. I thought she was looking quite nippy there. Supposed to be a 6 knot speed limit here in port. That's definitely moving.
VTS to Porto Casio.
Porto Casio VTS.
Do we have clearance to proceed?
Porto Casio VTS, you have permission to depart the bird at 2055 with no report of transfer.
Thank you.
She's just heading behind Town Quay Pier now. Off on her way to Hamburg, like I say, in a sort of round-robin cruise where she's calling in at Hamburg, Rotterdam, Zeebrugge, Le Havre, and then back to Southampton, and in a continuing cycle. It looks like you can get on board for around about £400 for an internal cabin at this time of year, and in January as well. Yeah, she's definitely motoring along. The camera's almost struggling to keep up with the speed she's moving. Picked up to 10 knots now. 10.8 in fact, no less. Yeah, because normally the camera scrolls, pans at about the same sort of speed as the ship, but I'm having to speed the camera up. Maybe she's looking trying to catch up for lost time. Although she is off to Hamburg, so it's quite a trek. Not due into Hamburg until 21st.
Capricornus leader.
I mean, not 21st, sorry. I mean...
Capricornus leader, VTS.
14th.
just passing the nav now, get down to just southwest of the nav and they'll proceed as planned, past in out nav boys for their head east.
VTS, that's all understood. The gateway dredging approximately 4 miles southeast of the nav tower.
Yeah, it's in there. Thanks very much.
There is some beautiful reflections here on box cam. You see how calm the water is. Can't see what's on the television. Looks like we can see one shipmate up on deck. And what's the MSC Posia? It's up to 11.4 knots now. Do you know what? I think this is probably the fastest. This is probably the fastest we've had a cruise ship depart. They're normally fairly good at sticking to the 6-knot speed limit. Well, the shipmate Mr. Troopy Vance has loved his loved their first cruise on Posia a few weeks ago. Oh, Paul from Love Cruise, come back to me. It's got a waterfall in the main atrium with a small pool with a glass platform for musical performances, piano and string. I don't remember there being a waterfall in the MSC ship I went on. Oh, maybe I wasn't paying attention. Wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if we're going to get some numbers. It would be very helpful if we got some numbers. Like I say, I'm guessing 2,000. Around about 2,200 passengers would be my guess. And bargain cruises, around £400 per person. Right, shipmates, hope you enjoyed that rather long one for watching MSC Posia leave. Tomorrow at approximately 3 o'clock-ish, we will be live for the arrival of Queen Anne. The conditions are looking excellent. I think we'll have a sunset arrival. I don't think I've ever had a sunset arrival before. Apparently Queen Anne is arriving early due to technical difficulties. So that could be good. Weather's looking good. The sea state to be good. Bit of a sunset while Queen Anne arrives. Can't think of anything else better. Perfect views for a pretty ship. Shipmate Gareth Loris says he thinks that's a speed awareness course. You know, well, yeah, I think you could be right. Unless maybe they don't have any speed cameras on the dock head there. We just have the Solent Ships cameras. That's all we've got. Right, shipmates, I hope you've enjoyed that one.
VTS, MSC, Posia, Western South outbound.
Go on, give us the numbers. Numbers?
MSC Posia, VTS, all received. Ocean Scene outside of the Greens, approaching northwest Netley. No further traffic. And can I have the numbers when you've got a minute, please?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll come back to you shortly.
Oh, come on. What do you mean shortly? Surely you've had time to work out the numbers. Okay, I'll hang in there till we get the numbers. Oh, that's looking some excellent reflections there. Yeah, so tomorrow we've got Queen Anne arriving at 4 o'clock, so we'll be live around about 3 o'clock. Make sure you're live. Make sure you've subscribed.
Samson VTS, Red Osprey, good evening. Sure you're ready to depart Royal Pier, bound Chaos.
That was a good old shout.
Red Osprey VTS, message received. Traffic information, the Ocean Scene outside of the Greens, approaching northwest Netley, inbound. And you have permission to depart Royal Pier. Over.
Understood, so thank you.
VTS, MSC, Posia.
Now we've got the numbers.
Posia, VTS.
Passengers 2494, crew 941.
Ooh.
MSC, Posia, VTS, all received. Thank you.
That's more passengers than I was anticipating. 2,494 passengers. So that puts somewhere between maximum double occupancy and maximum occupancy. Maximum double occupancy is 2,550, so she's just a shade under that. Oh, with a shipmate Nicholas Saw. Many thanks for becoming a member of the channel, shipmate. Make your way down to the galley, grab yourself a mug of grog, and make use of our channel member benefits, like joining our Discord server. Should be a link there in the channel member benefits. Yes, 2,550 passengers maximum double occupancy. So with 2,000, basically 500, pretty much full double occupancy. And according to my numbers, slightly down on crew. About 100 down on crew. Well, shipmate, we'll be back tomorrow for Queen Anne. Around about 3 o'clock. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you are subscribed and hit the notification bell. And then when I go live, you'll be notified. Then also, we'll be live on Sunday, definitely at 4 o'clock, for the departure of Queen Anne. Monday, we have 2 departures as well. We have the Queen Mary 2 and the Aurora. I haven't seen Queen Mary 2 for a while. Then we've got 2 departures on Tuesday, 2 departures on Wednesday, and then 2 on Friday. So we've had quite a few days without any ships, and all of a sudden it's got busy again in port. So I hope you've enjoyed that one, shipmates. If you are subscribed, many thanks indeed. If you are a donor, member of the channel, Patreon, I thank you for your support of the channel. And of course, many thanks to the Blue Spanner crew for looking after this live stream and all the others. So until next time, shipmates.
Southampton VTS, Saint-Malo, passing west of Mayflower, outbound. Have a good watch.
Saint-Malo, Southampton VTS is received. No inbound traffic for you. Have a safe passage and a good watch. Over.
VTS, Register 7, departing Town Quay for Cows, please.
Register 7 VTS, well received. Traffic information, the Ocean Scene, northwest Natalie, just coming back into the channel from the green side. You have permission to depart Town Quay.
All copy, thank you very much.
Ocean Scene.
VTS, Ocean Scene.
Ocean Scene VTS. Question, are you proceeding to the western dock?
Yeah, with your permission, I'd like to. Yes, please.
Yes, so that's fine. Just traffic update for you. Container vessel Porto Casio, now away from SCT-34. She'll be swinging in the upper swinging ground. And the Roro Grande Melbourne, she's due away from SGL at 2200.
Yeah, that's all received. Thank you.
Southampton VTS, Wittonia.
Wittonia, Southampton VTS.
Good evening again. Now, could you give me Cowshot tide gauge, please?
Wittonia, VTS, Cowshot tide gauge 2.3 and falling.
As well understood. Yeah, we're still fine for the North Channel, over.
All received, thank you. The MSC Posia just past the cut-on buoy out.
That's copy, thank you.
VTS, Ocean Scene, Western Shelfing Woods. I'd like to come up as far as Spearhead, please.
Ocean Scene, VTS, that's all received, thank you. No immediate traffic. Ocean Scene, VTS.
VTS, Ocean Scene.
Additional traffic, I don't think I mentioned, the Morning Pride 44 berth. She's due away at 2215. Over.
Yeah, that's all received. Yeah, I'll be well clear by then, thank you.
Gateway, Southampton VTS, Southampton VTS. Gateway VTS, question, what time do you expect to leave the dredge area? Over. That's well received, thank you. Just for your information, 2 vessels boarding 2300 will be the container vessel Cape Ferrell, and 2315 the Han Wuku, both vessels boarding at Alpha, 4 miles south of Nab Tower. Over.
VTS, Joker.
Joker, VTS.
Good evening, sir. We're just leaving 25 berth, going over the Solent Gateway for the Grandy Melbourne sailing.
Joker, VTS, well received. No immediate traffic.
The container vessel Porto Casio approaching the upper swinging ground and she'll be outbound. You have permission to depart. Over.
All copy, sir, and we have 5 on board.
5 on board, well received.
VTS, Bargate.
Bargate, VTS, evening.
VTS, Bargate, good evening. Just getting underway from 37 for the departure of the Grundy.
Bargate, VTS, well received. No immediate traffic. You have permission to depart. Over.
Thank you.
Bargate, VTS, for information, the Ocean Sea, just passing Ocean Dock, intends to turn round at Pier Head. Proceed back outbound. Over.
All received, thank you. VTS, the MSC, Posia, halfway outbound main channel to the east.
MSC Posia, VTS, well received, thank you. No reported inbound traffic via main channel. Over. This area trader, Southampton VTS. Message received, thank you. No reported inbound traffic. Have a safe voyage. Good weekend too. Over.
VTS, ready.
Ready, go VTS. Message received, thank you. No immediate traffic. The Porto Casio just completing a swing at the upper swinging ground and will be outbound. Over.
That's all copy. And any information on the Grande Melbourne? Was that leaving?
Grande Melbourne due away. Grande Melbourne due away 2200. She'll be following the Morning Pride due away from 44 berth 2215. Over.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, thank you.
VTS, switch to Melton.
Melton, VTS.
Yeah, good evening. Up and running on 44, about to break away. Going for the Grande Melbourne.
Melton, VTS, that's all received, thank you. The Ocean Scene just passing Town Quay. She intends to turn at Pier Head and will be outbound again. Over.
All received, thank you.
VTS for Osprey, hook out.
But Osprey VTS, all received, thank you. No reported inbound traffic via main channel, over.
That's copy, thank you.
VTS, Ocean Scene, here, head outward please.
Ocean Scene VTS, all received, thank you. No immediate traffic.
Ocean Scene, Southampton. Nelson, Ocean Scene.
Yeah, good evening, Cap. Red's red, okay?
Yeah, I'll move on over now. Yeah, red's fine, thank you.
Cheers, Cap.